Ever hit that wall in the afternoon? You know that feeling, right? Where your brain just stops
Yeah.
working. Like, even though you had plenty of coffee that morning, you could still sleep for a week straight.
Oh, I know that feeling all too well.
What if I told you that your cells might actually be low on, like, a key ingredient, the secret to energy production?
Okay, now you've got my attention. I'm intrigued.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into the power of magnesium to unlock that secret.
Magnesium. It's funny how such a tiny little mineral plays such a big role in how our bodies work, isn't it?
Seriously. The research you sent over, it makes it clear that magnesium is involved in, like, hundreds of bodily functions, hundreds. It's the behind-the-scenes crew keeping everything running.
From the way our muscles move to how well we think, it's kind of mind-blowing. But I feel like most people, they only know about magnesium for, like, muscle cramps,
Right.
right?
And even then, it's like, grab a sports drink,
Yeah.
but maybe magnesium is the missing piece.
Exactly. It's not always about electrolytes.
So, okay, let's break this whole thing down a bit. You mentioned muscles. What's the connection with magnesium there?
Well, magnesium is super important for your muscles to be able to relax. Think about it. Every time you move, your muscles have to contract and then relax. If you don't have enough magnesium, those muscles can get stuck in that contracted state.
Ah, okay.
And that leads to cramps, tightness, even those annoying eyelid twitches some people get.
Oh, wow. I actually get those eyelid twitches
Sure.
sometimes, especially when I'm stressed or not getting enough sleep. I never even, like, connected that with anything.
It's very possible.
Wow. But you said it affects your energy too. That's a big deal for, like, our listeners, you know. They're all about maximizing their efficiency and getting things done.
It's huge. Remember ATP, adenosine triphosphate, the energy currency of our cells. Guess what mineral is essential for our bodies to produce it?
Magnesium.
Bingo, you got it,
That's it.
magnesium. Without enough of it, your cells just can't produce energy efficiently.
Hmm.
And that leaves you feeling sluggish, mentally drained. You know the feeling.
Ugh. Yeah, so that afternoon slump might actually be a magnesium slump in disguise. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a game changer. It's like our bodies are running low on battery power, but instead of needing a charger, we need a magnesium boost.
Exactly.
Okay, I am sold. Sign me up. But where do we get this magical mineral? What food should we be stocking up on? Give us the details.
Okay, get ready for some delicious news because your source had some really great suggestions.
Okay, let's hear it.
Dark leafy greens, always a winner. So things like spinach, kale.
Classics for a reason.
Exactly. But here's a fun one, and this is straight from the source. Pumpkin seeds. They are packed with magnesium.
Hold on. Pumpkin seeds. Okay, now we're talking. I'm already thinking about a salad. Spinach, pumpkin seeds, maybe some grilled chicken for protein.
Look at you. You're already thinking like a nutrition pro.
Right. Okay, what else?
And for a sweet treat, dark chocolate. 70% cacao or higher, of course.
Got to keep it healthy, but okay, dark chocolate I can get behind.
It's all about balance.
Always. But you know our listeners. They're all about efficiency. There any other quick and easy magnesium sources for people who are constantly on the go?
Oh, absolutely. Avocados, bananas,
Yeah.
nature's portable magnesium packs.
Perfect. Okay, so we've got our shopping list. Leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, avocados, bananas, dark chocolate. I'm already feeling more energized just thinking about all of it. But here's a question. I mean, this is a dumb one, but like, let's say you load up on all of these amazing magnesium-rich foods. Does that guarantee your body will actually use it all?
That's a really good question. I know I've definitely fallen into that trap before, thinking like, oh, I'm eating healthy food, so my body must be absorbing all the good stuff.
Yeah, it would be nice if it were that simple, wouldn't it? But unfortunately, you know, our modern lifestyles, they kind of throw a wrench in things. Our bodies can only do so much.
Right. So I'm guessing our source material dives into that a little bit. Like, what can we actually do to make sure that all this magnesium is actually, getting where it needs to go? You're spot on. And one of the things they emphasize is the importance of healthy fats.
Really?
Yeah, to boost your magnesium absorption.
Wait, seriously? So all that delicious stuff we were just talking about, like avocados, dark chocolate, those actually help our bodies use the magnesium better.
Exactly. The healthy fats, they kind of act like carriers, They help the magnesium pass through cell membranes so it can actually get absorbed into your system.
Okay, that's a win-win if I've ever heard one. It's
Yeah.
like a 2-for-1 deal on nutrients.
Yeah.
What other, like, pro tips did they have?
Well, this one might surprise you. Epsom salt baths.
Okay.
Remember how we were talking about magnesium and muscle relaxation?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out your skin is like this giant sponge, and it can actually absorb magnesium directly.
A relaxing bath that also boosts your magnesium. That's amazing. See, this is why I love these deep dives. I'm always learning something new. I had no idea.
Me too. And this next point from the source, it's like the perfect bridge to this bigger picture idea of well-being. It's not just about adding magnesium, it's also about thinking about the things that might be depleting your magnesium levels.
Okay, now I'm really listening. What kind of things are we talking about here? What are the, secret magnesium stealers that we need to watch out for?
The source specifically mentioned added sugars and unhealthy fats. So think processed foods, sugary drinks, things that honestly our listener probably already avoids.
Yeah, that tracks. I mean, because those things just slow you down, both mentally and physically. But why? What's the connection with magnesium there?
It all comes back to how your body processes these things. Like when you consume a lot of refined sugar, it actually takes a lot of magnesium for your body to process it. So you might actually end up with a net loss of magnesium.
So it's like those unhealthy foods, they're like little magnesium vampires sucking the energy right out of us.
I love that. Such a good way to put it. But yeah, and it just reinforces why like a holistic approach to nutrition is so important, right? It's not just about adding the good stuff. It's also about being mindful of the things that might be working against you.
That makes a lot of sense. It's about optimizing our systems from all angles,
Yeah.
giving them the right fuel and minimizing the stuff that drains our energy, which I love. But, we've been talking a lot about food here. The source material also talked about something else that can have a big impact on our magnesium levels, and that's stress.
Oh, absolutely. Stress is like public enemy number one for magnesium. It's such a magnesium thief.
Why is that?
Because when we're stressed out, our bodies go into that fight or flight mode, right?
Right.
And when that happens, your body releases magnesium from your cells, leaving you feeling totally drained and depleted.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's like stress is literally draining our magnesium reserves. So besides quitting our jobs and moving to a deserted island, what can we do about it?
Well, while a tropical getaway definitely sounds amazing, there are some more practical things we can do, thankfully. The source talked about things like exercise and getting enough sleep, even practicing mindfulness.
Yeah, yeah.
All these things can help manage stress levels, which in turn can help preserve those precious magnesium levels.
Okay, I love how this all connects. We're talking about nutrition, stress management, mindfulness.
Yeah.
It's a good reminder that, our well-being is multifaceted.
Yeah.
All of these elements play a role.
Exactly. It all works together. It's about creating a lifestyle that supports those optimal magnesium levels. And then, in turn, that supports your overall health and energy.
It's really amazing when you think about it, how something as simple as, magnesium can make such a big difference.
Right. It shows you how powerful those little things, those essential nutrients, really are.
Totally. So for our listeners out there, the ones who are probably adding pumpkin seeds to their grocery list right now, what's the key takeaway you want them to remember?
I think the most important thing is to remember that this isn't about making these huge changes overnight. It's about those small, sustainable changes to your diet, your lifestyle that can really make a big difference over time.
I love that. Small changes, big impact. It's about finding those little tweaks that help you feel like the most energized, focused version of yourself.
Exactly.
And hey, if a little dark chocolate and an Epsom salt bath are part of the equation, I'm all in.
Why not? A little self-care goes a long way.
It really does. Well, to all of our amazing listeners out there, we hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of magnesium. And we hope it's left you feeling empowered, inspired, and ready to tackle those afternoon slumps with a magnesium-powered brain and body.
That's right. You've got this.
And with that, we'll wrap up this deep dive. Until next time, keep those brains engaged and those bodies fueled with the good stuff.